Hey everyone, welcome back to JarDev. Today I'm taking a look at a free visual novel called DoraKone. This is a game developed by Apple Cider. It is a free download on itch.io. You can find a link to it in the description. I'm taking a look at it at the request of Sean Heatherly, who got to request it because he backs the top tier of my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/JarDev. And the basic idea of the game is an AR game called Dragon Connection, DraCo, allows players to become trainers, collecting and battling with hundreds of dragons. And the main character finally gets to start playing it. So it sounds a lot like when Pokemon Go first came out, which was a great time in all of our lives, I'm sure. So let's just hop in and play a bit of the game. Totally free as well, it's crazy. It's almost done downloading. I watched the progress bar on my new phone impatiently until it reaches 100% and begins installing the game. Although the salesperson promised me I'd work on this model, I still hold my breath in anticipation. Once the shortcut's created, I tap the application icon repeatedly until the loading screen pops up, and I squeal. It works, it really works. I'm glad, even if I didn't really want to start off my summer mowing lawns for cash. Dragon Connection, aka Dracco, the latest augmented reality game, was officially released a few weeks ago, but to my despair, my cruddy old phone couldn't handle the awesomeness. It took a while, but I managed to scrape together enough money through chores and summer jobs to snag a shiny new phone. Until then, I could only watch green with envy while other players walked around with their devices out. Such a good time, when Pokemon Go first came out. Now I can join the fun! I hope I'm not too far behind. My best friend already stopped playing it. I wanted us to play together. Input username. My mind blanks out and I quickly type in Doki Doki Dulce, an accurate description to how I'm feeling right now. A tutorial, I just want to play already. After skipping and jumping through settings, the world map, essentially our own world, opens up and I hum in delight. Placed a few feet in front of me, virtually, on the screen of course, is a dragon's egg. I watch the little egg hop around as cracks wriggle down the shell and a light shines out. A cute white dragon appears before me, my starting dragon. Oh, how adorable. I shall name him Tiny. After christening my partner, I can finally start playing. I scan the map and notice quite a few points of interest around my area within walking distance. Oh, there's two different spots by the ice cream parlor. I can see why it's gotten busier there lately. I'll check it out. I step aside to let a couple holding ice cream pass by before I enter the bright pink parlor, the latest scoop. It's normally a cheerful and welcoming looking place, although the person behind the counter doesn't match the ambiance. I try my best to make up for it though. Good afternoon! Welcome, what do you want? Oh, it's you, Dulce. His eyes narrow when he sees my phone out. Ugh, you're one of them now. Them? A loiterer. People who come here without paying because they can collect dragons or battle or whatever. Like this one. Then grabs a broom and firmly marches to the wide window. He taps it with the handle, startling a girl who was standing by the entrance. She jumps back and scampers out of sight, clutching her phone for dear life. Oh, yeah, I just downloaded the game. I haven't visited any of the spots before, so I want to see how it worked. I'll allow it just this once since you're a regular customer. Thank you. He sighs and retreats behind the counter while I focus on my phone. My avatar's range activates two icons nearby, causing them to flash and rotate. One looks like an eagle's nest, while the other is a cave, tinted red with a dragon poking out of the entrance. Has anyone else gotten back into Pokemon Go recently? Because I got back into it when Pokemon Let's Go came out, but like loads of my other friends just randomly got back into it as well. Not even from playing Let's Go Pikachu or anything. Just everybody seemed to start playing it again at the same time. So I'm just wondering if like that's just like me and some of my friends, or if that's kind of a global thing, lots of people are back into it now. Be very interested to know. What are these? It looks like I can tap both. How convenient. I should have checked the manual. Whoops. How do I access it again? Giving up, I tap the nest icon, causing it to zoom in. I see some eggs and I realize what it means. Oh, this is how I collect items. I start swiping across the screen, but nothing happens. How am I supposed to get them? The shop door chimes, but I'm too busy trying to figure this out to look. That is, until I hear someone shout. Hey, are you Ginger Angel? Huh? I look up and see a tall girl staring me down, pointing an accusing finger at me. Goggles on her head make her stand out. You heard me. Are you Ginger Angel? This territory is mine. What are you talking about? And do I look like a ginger to you? I'm new to this whole Dracco thing. I don't know anything about territories, honest. After a tap, I hastily show my phone, which now displays my Dracco profile, including my username and starting date. She leans in, squinting dubiously, before her eyes widen in surprise and embarrassment. Do people really take this game that seriously? Yes. Doki Doki Dulce, you just started playing today? Like barely 10 minutes ago. I didn't even know how to grab items yet. You didn't read the manual. No, I was so excited to play that I jumped right in. Explains your dorky username. You have to drag the eggs towards yourself, swipe downwards. Oh, I see. With new eggs in my possession, I look up at her, grinning. I'm Dulce, if you haven't guessed by the username. Thanks for helping me. She's taken aback by my gratitude and coughs awkwardly. The sound mixes with another chime from the parlor entrance. Of course, welcome to the Dracco world, newbie. I'm Bryn. Ginger Angel. Do you come here often? Yep, most of these local territories are mine, actually. Chest puffed up, she proudly shows me her phone. I see a bunch of red-colored spots. I curiously tap the one closest to our location and see her avatar, Destined Bryn, and partner dragging standing victoriously, much like the player before me. I love that they're just animated in the back. However, there's one who keeps wrestling them away from me, and I want to find out who it is. That Ginger Angel you mentioned, right? Exactly. I will track this person down and prove who's the strongest trainer here. Stubborn pleb is at it again. This person must be an extremely tough opponent to defeat my dragons. I can't let my guard down. What does it mean when your territory is covered with a cloud of dust and fighting sound effects? Huh? Ugh, who's attacking me? We look around and we see a girl frantically yet delicately tapping at her phone as she waits for her ice cream order. Sensing our presence, she glances up curiously, but only after she's finished. Yes, are you in line? Oh no, we're looking for someone. Bryn stares at her own phone again, and furiously points at her. It's you, you're Ginger Angel. What? Indeed I am. And you are? She looks at me, probably because we talked first. Dulce, I just started playing Dracco today. Bryn, and don't forget it because we're rivals now. I challenge you to a one-on-one. The girl's elegant poise turns sharp as she narrows her eyes disdainfully, glossy lips pulled in a smirk at her self-proclaimed rival. Honoré. I accept your challenge. Usually I decline since I'm a very busy person, but I doubt it'll take long. Don't underestimate me. The two start tapping and swiping away at their phones, and I can only watch baffled. Glenn rolls his eyes as he sets the cup of ice cream on the counter. One wild elderberry with creme fraiche ice cream. Please take it before it melts. Wait, how'd you get this dragon? It's so rare. I thank you. I caught it while vacationing in France. Ugh. With a few cries from Bryn, the battle is over in less than a minute. The victor apparent from their expressions. Honoré titters politely behind a hand before turning around confidently. Thanks for the challenge. Bryn stares at her phone in bewilderment while the girl collects her ice cream. She takes a dainty spoonful and starts eating as she walks out of the parlor, leaving Bryn muttering to herself in disbelief. How? Her team's so powerful, and I had the element advantage over her. I'll have to train extra hard for the tournament. Tournament? Yeah, there's going to be a big update in a few weeks, allowing players to participate in tournament modes, and there'll be one hosted in this very city. They have a date and time, but you can't sign up yet. I'll have to make sure I can fight against all the elements. Elements? Bryn grows impatiently, forgetting she's dealing with a newbie. When you reach level 5, you can pick from one of 4 elements: earth, fire, wind, and water. Fire beats wind beats earth beats water, you get the picture. Oh, how exciting! Wait, does that mean I can't use dragons outside the element I picked? You can, but you obviously get a huge boost if you use dragons under your element. I'm fire since it packs a punch. Wonder what the other girl will be. Like, earth? Maybe water? She checks her phone and grumbles. Ugh, the dragoness she has guarding the territory is way too strong. I'll have to train some more. Later, newbie. Remember, you can change your new username exactly once. I think it's cute. Bryn briskly exits the parlor, full of gusto, leaving myself and Glenn. He sighs and begins wiping the counter, grateful for peace and quiet again. I'll see you later. Come back only if you plan to buy something. Okay. She spent all her money on a phone though. She can't afford ice cream now. Outside I check my phone. Oh, some dragons nearby. I only have a few nets in my beginner's inventory set, but maybe I can try capturing some. But then I notice a figure lurking around the corner. That girl is back. She edged a little closer to the window, but far enough to avoid Glenn's line of vision. Satisfied, she pulls out her phone and starts tapping away, leaning against the building. Playing Dracco too? Woo! She fumbles with her phone, but manages to catch it before it falls onto the pavement. I'm sorry, I was so excited to see a fellow player. I'm Dulce. God, I really hope everybody gets into the Harry Potter Niantic one when it eventually comes out. Like, I hope it's as big as the Pokemon Go craze was. Because it was such a great time just walking around and seeing everybody doing the same thing. Rayan. Have you been playing the game for long? She pushes up her glasses to mask her nervousness. Yes, I've been playing since it was released. Wow, I just started today, so I'm new to this. I only have one dragon. I pull out my phone and show her my single partner. Raven smiles. Her name's changed. Her eyes lighting up in recognition. Tiny, huh? He's an adorable mist dragon. Oh no, it is Rain. A mist dragon? They can turn into mist and hide from their enemies. They're not strong fighters, so they prefer sneaking up on their prey or hiding from enemies. Due to their nature, they usually live in cold places like... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ramble. It's alright, you're so knowledgeable, it's amazing. Really? She fidgets, unsure of how to take the compliment. I have a feeling she doesn't get them often. See, I've been playing the original Ishtara series since they released their first game back in... You say you're a new player? Yes, any tips? Well, if you want to gain experience quickly, I recommend visiting the plaza downtown. There's a lot of visit points there. These nests, right? Right, nests are where you can collect items and dragon eggs, while the caves are territories since they resemble a dragon's lair. Nests refresh every 15 minutes, so it's great if you're stopping somewhere to eat or study. The plaza has a bunch. The game used to allow you to catch dragons in a vehicle going up to 80 km per hour. With the newest update, you can't catch dragons unless you're going under 30. It's to encourage walking and biking. I don't think Pokemon Go made a change that drastic, but they definitely made it a lot harder to catch things if you were a passenger. She appears a little miffed at that last note, but I nod encouragingly. Oh, when you reach level 5, don't forget to pick your element so you can unlock battling if you're into that sort of thing. I picked water to match my starting dragon. Thanks for the info. No problem. She looks shyly at her phone like it's a shield between her and me. I should ease off slowly. I hope to see you around. Me? Yeah, maybe we can... Eh! A looming shadow startles us and we both jump. Glenn is staring daggers at us, mere inches from the window. He yells something, but it's muffled behind the glass. It's obvious he's upset. We're practically camping by the outdoor tables. That's my cue. Later, Ryan. She quickly retreats, but still manages to wave back at me. Bye. I think I'll head home for now, after I walk around the block. Wow, what a day. I got to meet a bunch of new people all thanks to this game. I grin and check my phone. I've watched enough that one of my eggs is close to hatching, and I was able to collect a few more items for tomorrow. It looks like I can't participate in a battle or territory until I'm level 5 and declare an element. Wonder how long it'll take to get there. Let's get this summer started. DoraKone, my sweet summer adventure. Cute. Where should I go today? Maybe I'll meet those trainers again. Since I definitely won't be dragon hunting with my friend today. Last night I sent screenshots of my latest dragon captures to him, but all I got back was a WO followed by W. I have a feeling he wasn't wowed in the least. I offered an invitation to hang out today. He's read it, but he hasn't replied. Oh well, I'll have fun without him. Hope he doesn't spend the whole summer moping away. Where should I go? Oh, neat. So we can't go downtown. Let's go back to the latest scoop. I think I'll treat myself to an ice cream. This way I can sit down and collect items too. I open the door, preparing to give Glenn a cheerful hello. Ah! Bryn shoots straight up from her table, nearly knocking the chair back in the process. Across from her sits Honore, holding her phone and laughing politely behind her free hand. A day? Please refrain from screaming in the parlor, it's disrupting my thoughts of despair. I watch Bryn groan and stare at her phone in shock before slumping back down, utterly defeated. She buries her head into her hands while leaning over the table. Glenn isn't the only one in despair. Honore sits back, not fazed in the least, and resumes eating pink ice cream from her cup. Glenn watches me judgmentally, as if daring me to sit down with that ice cream. I walk up and order my favorite, mint choc chip. While I wait for my order, Bryn recovers from her funk and starts interrogating Honore. I don't get it, where are you getting these rare dragons? Secret farming location? My dad travels a lot for business and I get to accompany him around the world. Lucky, I've never even left the country. Bored now. Since I'm so nice, I'll drop some bait. Maybe we can catch something stronger this time. She sticks out her tongue. Curious, I take out my phone to see what she means. Unsurprisingly, the territory is still claimed by Ginger Angel. The nest point next to the parlor lights up with a floaty meat icon hovering above it, and dragons start appearing everywhere. Oh wow, now I can catch even more. I pay for my ice cream and Glenn hands me my cone, determined to fade back into the background after. I hear someone slam their hands on the table. Ah, you've got a bunch of rare items too! How are you doing it? I have to maintain multiple territories just to scrape together enough scales for items like these. It takes days! Honore pauses as she delicately slides the spoon out of her dainty mouth and looks at Bryn matter-of-factly. I purchased them, of course. There's nothing honorable about just buying your way through everything. It's all about the hard work and effort and watching it pay off. It's very satisfying. Honore scoffs and sets her empty cup down, pointing her spoon at Bryn. Why should I invest hours out of my busy schedule to scrape for scales like a peasant? I don't want to, and I shouldn't need to if there's an easier alternative. I guess spending a lot of money is the easier method for some people. The freeway works for you though, since you obviously have too much free time on your hands. Bah, I'm right and I know it. Uh-oh, I'm gonna be dragged into this, aren't I? I focus on eating my sweet ice cream, pretending to be preoccupied. Dulce, you heard us, right? I freeze, knowing it's impossible for me to lie convincingly. A little. What's better, playing Dracco the proper way or buying everything? That wording's only slightly biased. I have a feeling I'll only be satisfied if I pick a side. No fence sitting allowed. I contemplate swallowing my ice cream. The best way is to actually play the game. You get to walk around a lot, you also value your items more and you have to strategize when to use them since it's limited. It's like spending hours grinding in an MMO for that sweet level up. Bryn pumps a fist, striking a heroic pose. That's exactly it. Although I have no idea what you mean by grinding in an MMO, but it sounds like satisfying hard work. Honore and I exchange a surprised glance. Are you not familiar with video games? Not really. I sometimes play with my younger brother. I downloaded this one because it looked really cool. Filthy casual. Hey, I might not be familiar with video games in general, but I know everything about Dracco thanks to all my hard work and actually playing it, instead of throwing money and getting everything handed to you. Well, unlike you, I don't have the time to go in-depth with Dracco, so you shouldn't judge how I play. I have classes, family, and actual social life. Plus I'm supporting developers by repaying, so they can continue to update and keep your precious game running. Honore's phone vibrates and she swipes the screen to read it. Speaking of my busy life, she stands up and drops the empty cup into the trash. I have to go. I need to talk to my father about an upcoming trip to Canada. Excuse me. The chime signals Honore's departure, and Bryn crosses her arms, tilting her head in confusion. Canada? Why would anyone want to go there? Tell me about it. We got like 3 to 4 inches of snow last night. It's fucking crazy. I guess her constant traveling isn't always a perk. She even left before her bait was used up. We check our phones. There's still 20 minutes to the Dragon Collectathon. There's even a group of players loitering outside the window, drawn to the meat just like the monsters, much to Glenn's dismay. I guess it doesn't matter since she can just buy more. Alright, I'm going to turn her mercy bait into a chance to defeat her. She sits down at the table and eagerly starts tapping away at her phone. Since my own collection is pitiful, I might as well take this opportunity too. Okay, that is a good place to leave this video. That was a look at DoraKone, is I assume how you would pronounce it. Like I said, it is a free visual novel. It's all ages. Obviously it's going to be fairly short because it's free. It's 31,000 words apparently. You can befriend/romance all 3 of the girls. There's 13 different endings apparently. And it is all completely free. So there will be a link to it in the description below. And apparently this whole game was made as a stretch goal for a totally different game on Kickstarter called Caramel Mochaccino, which is also by Apple Cider. Anyway, that was DoraKone. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!